Avoid these 4 guru types in the photography, filmmaking, or wedding industry. There's going to be a lot of coaches pissed at me for saying this. What's up, guys? Jordan Cressis here, co-owner of the WLMA, the most result-based business mastermind for wedding photographers and filmmakers worldwide. We're a team of 6-figure wedding pros, photographers, and filmmakers. We have nearly 1,000 students worldwide. We've helped a ton of our students to that 6-figure and multiple 6-figure level. And in this video, I'm going to break down the 4 types of gurus you want to avoid in our industry. There's going to be a lot of people pissed at me for making this video, but these people aren't going to tell you this, so I'm going to be the one that does it. But before I get started, be sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you don't miss out on more of our content to help scale your wedding photography or film making business. Anyways, let's begin. And by the way, before I get started, I don't think these types of gurus are scams. I think the word scam is thrown around very lightly today. When I think about scam, I think about someone calling you pretending they're the IRS and they're stealing your money. They don't care about you at all. I think a lot of these guru types can care. They have great intentions. They have helped people through the things that they teach, and they are giving value to our market. But oftentimes what they preach and what they actually give to our industry is not very accurate. So with that said, let's start off with number 1 of 4, the agency or the former agency owner guru. Now, ad agencies or social media agencies, I think, are really interesting things. An ad agency is pretty much when you decide you're going to work with a company and they're going to be running, let's say, your Facebook or YouTube ads for you. And the interesting thing that I've found with agencies is, number 1, it's very expensive, especially if you're a solo photographer. An ad agency can cost anywhere between maybe $2,000 to $5,000 a month. And especially if they don't have a deep understanding of your niche in the photography industry, let's say weddings or something like that, they may be asking you to spend $1,000 to $3,000 in ad spend. When really, if you truly know what you're doing, you may only need to spend $100 to $350 in ad spend. That's how much we often spend when it comes to wedding photography clients. And a lot of these agencies are figuring it out with how to run ads for your business when they start working with you, unless they're very, very specialized in your niche, which most agencies aren't. So especially if you're a solo photographer, you're just a very, very small team, honestly, working with an agency may not be the best fit for you. You can master running ads yourself and keep your operation costs and your ad spend costs very low, and instead of spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every single month for this service and for ads, you can keep that around 100, maybe 350, at most $500 a month in your business. So those are my personal opinions when it comes to working with agencies in the photography or filmmaking industry, especially when it comes to the wedding photography industry. Now, today you often see this happening, where a former agency owner turns into a guru for photographers and filmmakers, or wedding photographers and wedding filmmakers. And the con I see with this is, number 1, these people were never photographers in the first place. They never had a full-time wedding photography business in their life. So having a deep understanding of our industry and the patterns that happen in our industry are very, very limited. Number 2, both in the agency, if you're working with the agency, or if it's a former agency guru in your photography niche, they are primarily just lead engine oriented. So they're primarily focused on making sure you're at least getting link clicks and leads into your business. But there's going to be a huge lack when it comes into actually converting those leads into profit. And oftentimes, as long as they can show that, oh, look, you're getting this many leads, they find that as success. What's important is your actual ROI from those leads. So those are some of my issues when it comes to maybe photographers working with an agency, an ad agency, social media agencies, and also the issues I see when you're working with a guru who is actually never a photographer or a filmmaker. They used to run an agency and they're claiming to be a guru for your niche as a business owner. So that's number 1 of types of gurus to watch out for: the agency or the former agency owner who is now a photography guru. Guru number 2 of 4 to watch out for is what I call the single tactic guru. And my issue with the single tactic guru is, though they are giving value to the industry, they're only selling one piece of the puzzle, of a very large puzzle, and they are marketing as if this is going to solve all your problems in your business. For example, their specialty may be email marketing, and they're selling you on how, in order for you to build a 6-figure business, you need to get your email marketing in order. Maybe their single tactic is SEO. Maybe their single tactic is just ads, often what ad agencies do. Or maybe their single tactic that they're teaching is making better content for your Instagram or something like that. These are all valuable things. And what's dangerous in the industry is when they preach that this single tactic and skill that you're going to learn is going to solve all your problems in your business, which is 100% false. There are so many variables, so many skills, so many pieces of the puzzle that actually need to come together to have a very successful photography or film making business. So keep that in mind. What a single tactic guru can teach you can be valuable, but don't think it's the end all. It may just be one small piece of the puzzle that you're adding to your skill set to eventually get you where you want to be. So that is 2 of 4 of the gurus to avoid or just be more aware of what they're actually offering. The single tactic guru. The third guru of 4 that you want to be careful of, or at least be aware of what they're actually going to be offering you, is what I call the I made this much guru. Now, I want to be clear. This type of guru can offer you value because they actually hit these goals and they may truly be able to teach you some really awesome things. But if this type of guru is always preaching about how much money they made as a wedding photographer, I made multiple 6 figures as a wedding photographer, and they're talking about their success much, much more than their actual students' success, this is a red flag. Number one, at the end of the day, the results they can give you is what's actually important. But if they're always talking about their results, and they've been in the industry for a while, and they rarely ever talk about their students' results, they should be talking about their students' results even more than theirs. This could be a sign that they actually don't have a lot of student results. This could be a sign that they are a great marketer, but they're not a good coach. This could be a sign that maybe there was some luck involved in their success, and they don't actually have a systematic approach for repeatable student results. Maybe sometimes there was actually a lack of strategy to getting them where they are today, so they can't teach something repeatable. Does that make sense? Because I see this all the time where a photographer or a filmmaker or a wedding pro, where they're always talking about how much they've made in the industry, which is great, and I'm happy for their success. But every once in a blue moon, or sometimes never, do they talk about actual student results. And that's a red flag that you always want to be looking out for. Make sure whoever you want to learn from talks more about what they're doing for their students and for their industry, and can actually show that. You can actually look up these students' businesses and everything as well. And you're not relying on what you've just heard about what they've done for themselves. So now we've gone over 3 of 4 types of gurus to watch out for or avoid. We have the agency or the former agency owner guru who may have never been a photographer or a filmmaker, and they may only be focused on the lead engine part of your business. We have the single tactic guru where they're only teaching you a very, very small piece of a puzzle, but they're preaching it as if this is going to fix everything. And then we have the I made this much guru where they only talk about their results, but they don't have any student results to show for it. The fourth type of guru to avoid or at least be aware of is what I call the money later guru. Now, the reason why I named it the money later guru is because I believe there's 2 types of tactics when it comes to growing and scaling a photography or filmmaking business. There are money later strategies that are important for brand longevity, but you may not see actual impact from those strategies for a very long time. It could even take years for a strong impact from money later type of strategies. And then there are what I call money now strategies that can get you leads and clients right away within, I'd say, around 30 to 90 days. Now, with that said, imagine this. Imagine you found a guru for wedding photography. They are preaching about how they built a multiple 6-figure wedding photography or filmmaking business. You enjoyed their marketing. You ended up joining their course or coaching program, later to find that they grew their wedding photographer filmmaking business through purely word of mouth. And that word of mouth took 10 years for them to get to that 6-figure or multiple 6-figure level, which means it could take you 10 years to get to that 6-figure or multiple 6-figure level. I'd be pissed personally. And honestly, it should not take that long to get to that 6-figure level. You should be able to reach that within 6 to 12 months, at most 24 months. But with that said, it's a little deceiving. You work with this guru, excited to get the same results as them, build this 6-figure or multiple 6-figure wedding photography business, come to find that the strategies that got them there are money later strategies that take years and years to see a true impact. Watch out for that. And so what strategies you should be learning. Money later strategies are often things like word of mouth, growing your social media following, SEO, building a vendor network, PR, strategies that are important for the long term and build brand longevity. Money now strategies are very different. They're strategies that can work very, very quickly. And these are things often like ads, sales, direct outreach, your nurturing funnel is connected in that. You really want to be learning all of those things together for a full stack system. So if you run across a guru who is teaching money later strategies and they're preaching that you can build a 6-figure business quickly through those money later type strategies, be very, very wary of that. It's very, very rare to build a multiple 6-figure photography business in a fast amount of time through maybe word of mouth or SEO or those strategies that take time to build. So now we talked about the 4 types of gurus you want to avoid or at least be aware of. The agency or former agency or owner who is now a photography guru is number 1. The single tactic guru. The I made this much guru, but they're not actually showing much student results. And the money later guru, especially if you're wanting faster results, you don't want to be primarily focused on those types of tactics yet. Now, what do you actually want to focus on if you're wanting to grow or scale your photography or filmmaking business? What you want to find is what I call the full stack coach, mastermind, or team. Full stack is really the only way to go now. You need to learn both money now and money later strategies. Strategies where you can earn while you grow. Strategies that get you leads within a week of implementing and actual bookings within 30 to 90 days of implementing these strategies. But also those money later strategies that help you grow in the long term and build more brand longevity. And full stack in the sense that you're learning all aspects of your business. You're learning your lead engine, how to generate leads in your business consistently every month. You're learning how to build your nurturing engine, how to turn those leads that you're now generating into raving fans of your brand. And that's also teaching your sales engine, how to actually turn those raving fans into profit right away. And also because the photography and filmmaking industry is very competitive, those coaches and mentors that can go deep into elevating your brand as well so you can stand out. Because if you're missing any of those things, money now and money later strategies, your lead engine, your nurturing engine, your sales engine, knowing how to build a multidimensional brand, you're missing key pieces to build both a short-term and long-term financially thriving photography or filmmaking business. So those are my few thoughts on the types of gurus in the photography and filmmaking industry you want to either avoid or be aware of. What are your thoughts? Add your thoughts or questions in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I'm trying to post valuable content for wedding photographers and filmmakers every single week. I'll have more valuable resources in the description of this video for those who really want to scale their business. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one.